What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Fortune up here, and I'm coming at you with entry number 30 of the June Vlog Challenge, which makes this June 30th, 2022. Oh boy, here we go. Noises in the background. Ami thinks it's awesome to do the boot, scoot, and boogie with her bowl. So, oh, she's done. Okay, so there we go. So this is the last entry of 2022. It's the last night we're staying at Gulfport before we head to Louisiana and then eventually back to Texas. Tonight actually all day, I picked what to do with this one all day. And so it started off with breakfast at a local joint called Perks. Mm-hmm. And it was really good. They had breakfast sandwiches and they had obviously coffee. It was a coffee joint. And we each had a hearty breakfast sandwich. Is that what we had?
I think it was the ultimate.
The ultimate? Well, it had,
I labeled it as the ultimate. I don't remember. It was one of the two.
It's fantastic. Most people, you have to choose between sausage, ham, and bacon. This one said you get all three. So, and they're like, you want avocado on it? I'm like, absolutely, I want avocado on it. It was really good. It had egg and cheese and all three of those meats and avocado. And
a toasted croissant.
Which was very French. I felt very, very French. I felt like I was wearing a beret and shit. I'm just kidding. No, but raspberry beret. The fun kind that you find in a secondhand store. But anyway, so did that and then took her to take a picture. Oh no, took her down Fishbone Alley, which is a local tourist attraction that they have. It's just an alley with a bunch of awesome paintings and artists and stuff.
Well, it's not a tourist attraction.
It eventually became one, but then. Tell them the story behind it. You're the one that did the research. I'm just the one that did the cool shit.
So they had a really cool plaque at the beginning. We technically went through Fishbone Alley the back way.
Yeah.
But
that's where our car was parked. So.
Yeah, they had a plaque at the front talking about it. And so there's a history about who made the bricks, but that's not that important. It was just, he was a brick manufacturer. Well, when Hurricane Katrina came through and destroyed so much of Gulfport's infrastructure and they were starting to rebuild, they found that their streets in 1908, I think, was the year that they replicated, but their streets were all paved with these bricks that they were finding as they were demoing and rebuilding. They were finding these bricks everywhere. So the mayor commissioned this artist and contractors to build an alley with the bricks that they found during reconstruction to pave the alley. And it's wider than all the other alleys in the which downtown's not huge. This is a small community.
Very, very small.
But they paved the alley and then had an artist come in and just fill it with beautiful, interesting artwork. It was funky. It was very jazz. It was beautiful. It was amazing. And his whole intention behind that was the community was so broken after Katrina. He wanted a place where the community could come together and be lively and have fun and have live music and restaurants. And like I said, this community isn't huge, so he doesn't need a giant amphitheater or anything like that to accomplish that. So there's a couple of restaurants along the alley that have patios that open into the alley, and then there's all that artwork, and there was like a little area where there could be a stage for a live musician. And during the grand opening, that's exactly what they did. The community got together and had food and drinks and laughed and just had fun. And it was so heartwarming to me. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty freaking cool. And then just, all the cool, I took a couple pictures. There was somebody drew a picture of a jack-o'-lantern, and there was one of Mr. Meeseeks from Rick and Morty, and then just a bunch of, just hodgepodge, awesome little graffiti and stuff like that. It was necessary, like they allow graffiti, it looked like, down there, but obviously the right artists. But really, really cool, really colorful, really awesome. And of course, going down it and smelling barbecue wasn't the worst thing in the world.
Which it was the barbecue joint that we ate at.
Yeah, Murky Waters.
Tuesday.
Yeah, was it Tuesday? It was Tuesday. Or was it Monday?
Might have been Monday.
Might have been
I don't remember. One of those days.
But yeah, just going down it, and then a couple of the employees from the barbecue joint were like, "How y'all doing?" Like, we're doing good. Like, it's nice to see some smiling faces for a change, you know. And it's like, yeah, it's really cool down here. I like it a lot. And then after that, took her to the lighthouse, which we had to get our obligatory picture of a lighthouse for the boss. So
our boss loves lighthouses.
So we each took a picture of her standing under it, and she took a picture, or I took a picture of her, and then she took a picture of me standing underneath it.
And it has a really cool history too.
It does. Why don't you tell them a little brief history about that too?
So super brief, because I just read the whole history on it, and there's a lot of history. But basically, the lighthouse that you take a picture of is only a replica, because I mean it's on the mainland. It's not on an island, but it is the Ship Island lighthouse. And it was once on Ship Island, which you can take an excursion, like a ferry, out to Ship Island, which we didn't do this time. We will next time, but we were anticipating more rain, so we didn't.
No, we didn't.
But anyway, and so it survived Hurricane Camille.
1900s.
Yes, but it did have to be rebuilt, but it survived.
Oh.
Then it was struck by lightning, and again had to be rebuilt, but again it survived. The lightning might have happened first. Either way, both of those things happened and it survived.
Yeah.
And then some dummy was making a campfire
next to a wooden structure
and caught the lighthouse on fire. So anyway, with modern technology, they decided they really didn't need one there anymore. So they built a replica of it, a much more accurate replica of the original one on the mainland, which then Katrina destroyed. Mm-hmm. So then they rebuilt it again. And now it's a little bit more hurricane withstanding, which is why there's the big gap underneath it. If you look on his Facebook, he has a picture, or he will have a picture. I have a picture, and I tagged him in it.
I'm going to post most of the pictures when we get back. You know, it's kind of like a highlight reel. Like she's doing it daily, and I'll just post mine just because I didn't take that much. She took way more than I did. I try to soak it in, like personally, like, you know, and then she'd like to soak it in, like, we're going to remember this for years from now, and they're like, oh, I forgot about that, you know, type of thing. But as memories fade, pictures last forever, usually. Depends on everything. But yeah, it looked really cool. I like that. And then after we did that, I took her to the world's largest rocking chair.
We drove past.
We missed it. And I was like, how the hell did we miss this?
Because it's huge.
Literally on the side of the road next to like a convenience store, like, you know, mom and pop shop. And it's just like, how do we miss this? Just this big white rocking chair. Unfortunately, we couldn't sit in it.
No.
But because it was roped off, so I was like, dang it, I kind of wanted to sit in it, but it was way bigger than I thought it was going to be. And then after that, we went to a pawn shop. And with that, we found some cool stuff. She found a new purse that she liked, and then found a few things we're probably going to use for her floral convention that we're doing in August. And then found something for the boss. So we, we just kind of went, you know, together. And then there was one thing I was going to get, but it wouldn't fit on the way back. And I was like, dang it. They were actually selling like one of those Red Bull coolers that shaped like the Red Bull can for like $30. I'm like, that's only $30. I want this so bad. But then I would probably have to strap it to the top of the car for the whole trip. And I'm like, I can't do that. So next time, Gadget, next time for sure. And then by the time we were through with that, because we had dropped the dogs off early this morning to get groomed because they needed it, because Chandler, like I told somebody that we saw earlier, I said, Chandler went onto the beach and became the sand because he was covered in sand. Absolutely just covered from head to toe. His black became gray very, very quickly. And
he was brown sugar coated.
Brown sugar coated. But he got obviously a bath, so he got shampooed and he got cologne on him, and then he has this cute little bandana that just an orange. Hold on, I'm gonna rub my nose. It's got oranges on it, and Ami has one that has lemons on it. And
she's sleeping; she can't be bothered.
And then he got his nails trimmed, and so he just overall had a good day, right, Tamara? You have a good day. You get your mommy.
Oh, you smell so good.
He does smell good. You smell like $1 million. And then they also got a picture taken with the this like watermelon background that they had, and they got to each pick a toy. So I picked a donut and a banana. Chandler picked the donut immediately, and Ami picked the banana, and the donut didn't last the entire trip back to the Airbnb. So there's a lot of fluff in the back seat. And then so we're like, okay, now's the opportunity for us to come home or come back to the Airbnb and take a nap. So that's exactly what we did. Thank you, Chandler. Can you please get off my crotch? Chandler, you're hurting me. Jackass. Oh, and he almost fell. That was almost worthy of it. But yeah, we came back, took a nap. I had a weird dream, really weird dream. I won't go into much detail about it, but long story short, somebody died in her family. My family took it upon themselves to go to the funeral. We didn't specify, or I didn't figure out who died. I just know somebody from her family died, so I assumed it was her grandmother. I don't know. But the weird part about it was my dad was resurrected, and he came to the funeral. I was like, okay. And then she was being kind of a jerk to me the entire time, which is understandable, because if somebody in your family dies, you know, sometimes you do things you don't mean and say things you don't mean and everything. But I asked her if she wanted a drink because I was getting up to get me a drink, and she pretty much told me, I'm a grown-ass woman, I can get my own drink. I'm like, okay, shit, fine, whatever. And then she left. Like, she took off, did her own thing. And then in the time that she left, my family was trying to figure out a place to eat. And my dad's like, well, there's this buffet, and I've already forgot what it's called. Estancia. And apparently, according to her, there's like no restaurants in that town.
I mean, we can ask Janet, but I'm pretty sure it's only like,
yeah,
if there is a restaurant, it's like a little Mexican restaurant
or
something.
And then in the dream, my dad's like, oh, there's a buffet in Estancia. Like, we should go. I'm like, okay, so we took off, and we get about halfway there, and she texts me, and she's like, I either want to eat here or here. And I'm like, well, actually, we're already halfway to the buffet. And then I woke up, which I was like, oh, thank God. I did not want to see how that ended. And then I woke up and looked at her, and I was like, oh, I want to talk to you. Like, you know, I'd much rather talk to you than the dream Jocelyn that I just had to encounter. She might have turned into Vecna and Freddy Krueger all mixed in one. I'm like, I don't want that. So I'm like, I woke up just in time. It was like, pushed it into the end zone with 1 second to go on the clock. And I'm like, yes, touchdown. And then woke up and we got ready, and I took this cute one out to eat at a place called the Half Shell Oyster Bar. And the entire time I had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme song stuck in my head.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Heroes in a Half Shell. That part that kept, Heroes in a Half Shell. What are you eating? Heroes in a Half Shell. So we got what did we get? We got the crab and salmon dip.
Crab and shrimp dip.
Crab and shrimp dip, which was fantastical. Amazing. And then at first I was like, man, I saw the price of the surf and turf. I'm like, I really don't want to pay that much for surf and turf. And she's like, it's a fancy restaurant. It's the only time we're ever going to be here. Let's do it. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I got me the surf and turf, which is a medium rare steak and a crab cake below it. And they smothered it in some kind of
crab and shrimp Creole type sauce.
And then she was like, you're probably not going to eat Worcestershire. And I'm like, I bet I am, because I have to have Worcestershire with my steak, and it made it that much greater. And then I got it with what was called the half shell salad. It came with tomatoes and goat cheese, almonds, and I forgot.
Parmesan.
Parmesan, and then mixed spring greens. It was fantastic, and then I got me a loaded mashed potatoes on the side, which was also immaculate. And then she got what'd you get?
I got Sorry. I got the seafood au gratin with red snapper. So it was a red snapper fillet that was cooked perfectly with like a Creole style cheese sauce that had crawfish and shrimp and lump crab meat in it. And it was amazing.
Yeah, I took a bite of it. It was pretty freaking
It was
great.
really good. And then on the side, I got corn, crawfish, and crab bisque.
Which I probably could have eaten like a swimming pool.
Yeah, it was.
She gave me a bite.
So good. And then my other side was actually a recommendation from our Airbnb host, and it was the sweet potato creme brulee with honey butter.
Fantastic. I had half of it.
He wanted to take me out for ice cream afterwards, and I couldn't do it because I was so full, and that was already dessert.
She was like,
It was so good.
She's like, I don't need ice cream. And I was like, well, I kind of want ice cream. But she's like, you want the rest of this one? Yeah, I'll settle for that. I'll take that. It was fantastic. I loved it. And so that was what we did. And then wanted to take her to the beach one more time. So we can take like a night walk on the beach, which was actually pretty nice. It started raining a little bit, so we had to cut that short. But we ran into this guy named Chris. Apparently, I just run into one everywhere I go. And he had a dog named Faith. And they were just walking the beach, just perusing, just hanging out. And we talked to him for about 10 minutes, and he was a pretty cool guy. And Faith was really cool, and
She was so cute.
She was a mutt, but he got her at the Humane Society, but she was really cute. And she just kept running in the sand and then sneezing because she kept getting sand in her snoot. And she's like, oh, God. I was like, I'm going to run off. Oh, my God, why did I do that? And then she would do it like 10 seconds later. That one will go away. There we go. My phone's dying because I've been, getting GPS and shit all day. So it's like, no, I'm tired. I'm like, you can hold on for a little bit longer. So that was cool. And then we just got gas. We got gas, went to the beach, and then now we're back here for our final night, just hanging out with us and the dogs, and really excited because of the adventure that we had, that we realized that we were going to probably come here once a year, not for like a long period of time, but maybe like a long weekend or something like that, like every year. But there are a lot of little towns around Gulfport, like we got Biloxi and a few others. And so we're like, oh, we can just, stay there and then just see what they have to offer. Because apparently Biloxi has a lot more stuff to do than Gulfport does. So we're like, yeah, we'll definitely come back for Biloxi. Maybe get a hotel on the beach next time, which would be freaking awesome. Just wake up in the morning and just see the beach. That would be not a bad sight to see, that's for sure. Before I get out here, there's a couple things that... oh, yeah. What did you witness today while we were driving past the beach?
I saw an old man walking his cat on a leash on the beach at night.
What she was freaking out about, and I'm like, there's a guy in Grandma's neighborhood that used to do that all the time.
I thought it was a Chihuahua. And then as we started driving past, I was like, that is a cat. That is an orange tabby cat. And the cat was just totally chill, just walking on a leash.
Well, yeah,
He was happy.
Probably been doing it since day one. Probably been doing it since he was a kitten.
But yeah, it was an old man.
But when she told me that, I was like, yeah, so there's a guy in my grandma's neighborhood that does that all the time. And he's mentally challenged, but he seemed like that he was having a good time, and so did the cat. So there we go. So a couple things I want to talk about before I get to my final things. A couple things I saw in pop culture. That all good. They're all good.
Your phone's dying.
It is dying, but you know what? It can hold on for a little bit.
I'm not redoing this.
I don't want to redo it either. This is one and done. But anyway, so real quick. Apparently it's been confirmed that Andrew Garfield is going to come back to be Spider-Man in multiple films for the multiverse and stuff like that. So it might be like the Secret Wars as well as Amazing Spider-Man 3, which I would not hate. There's that guy on TikTok, I don't know if you saw it, but there's this guy that has been working at Burger King for 27 years. Have you seen that today? And his package for working 27 years was a bag of Reese's, 2 pens, a lanyard, and 2 packages of Lifesavers.
Okay.
And so apparently TikTok was in an uproar about it because 27 years and that's all they got. So they raised money for him. They did a GoFundMe and they raised, I think within just a few days or a day, they raised $160,000 to give to the guy. As, hey, you got a better package from us than your own corporation did. So good for you, buddy.
Was it like a severance package? Or like, did he quit?
No, it was just, happy to have you. But TikTok apparently took it upon themselves to reimburse him for...
What?
I don't know.
That's just stupid.
I don't know. I thought it was cool.
Vonna, if you're watching this, I want a present every year.
Every year?
On my work anniversary. She doesn't even know when my work anniversary is.
I
have to tell her, yes.
It's first week of August.
Yes.
I remember that. I remember? Do you remember? I remember. But yeah, so I thought that was a little interesting. I thought it was a little cool, but I was like, yeah, stay in your lane. Like, that's cool. Like, I was at a job for a few years and I didn't get shit every year. Like, okay, that's fine, whatever. But 27 years, maybe at the 30th, I would have been like, all right, buddy, we'll give you something a little special. Like, like a week's paid vacation on top of what they already have and stuff like that. But
like, come August 16th, I've been a florist for 10 years. So should Rose and Vonna, like, get together and give me some kind of awesome...
Oh, no, and if they don't, TikTok will take it upon themselves to get you something, so...
That's just stupid. I'm sorry. But if you agree with it, it's stupid. If that was like his severance package, then I can understand people being mad. That's not an appropriate severance package.
Of course, I don't know the full details of it, so it could have been a severance package, but...
Well, then that would be some BS.
Now, if he retired after 27 years of working at Burger King, which, I mean, good on him. I don't think I could last 27 months working at a Burger King, but that's just me. Then yeah, if it was a severance package, yeah, $160,000, that would be, I'd be okay with that. 160 grand, not too bad. Okay, so obviously we were talking about the half shell turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell restaurant we ate at. That was the 30-day, or not, that was the June photo challenge. I messed that up every fucking day this entire thing. So surf and turf was the picture I chose today. So I thought that was great. I might actually do the world's largest rocking chair as the thumbnail for this one. And then the last song for the challenge was a song that you know all the words to. And I was going to be a cheeky bastard and say Tequila by the Champs. Just tequila 3 times and that's it. That's the entire song. But I think I can proudly say that I know every single word to a lot of songs, and I can't think of one on the top of my head that hasn't already been included by an artist on the. So while I'm thinking about it, how about you? What song do you?
I already have mine.
What's yours?
Hey There, Delilah.
I mean, Hey There, Delilah. That's a good one. That's definitely a good one. I like that song a lot.
I mean, there's a lot of them, but a lot of them I've already said, so.
Yeah.
That's the one I can think of.
And I'm trying to think of an artist that I haven't done on here. Because I know pretty much the entire Kiss catalog backwards. All their songs. I already used Ghost, I already used Black Veil Brides, I already used AC/DC. Smashing Pumpkins I've already used. So many of y'all that I've already used. So I had the entire time to think about this and I still couldn't come up with anything. So screw it. I'm going to say Tequila by the Champs. Just to go out on a cheeky bastard note. So there we go. Just Tequila. And it reminds me of that guy that did, was it America's Got Talent? He did.
What about Gunther?
Oh, okay. Yeah, Gunther and the Sunshine Girls. I know every word to all of his songs, actually. So, not like they're hard or anything. But let's go ahead and do Naughty Boy. I know all the words to Naughty Boy for Gunther and the Sunshine Girls. So thank you for the assist.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Hope you guys enjoy the 30-day June vlog challenge as much as I did. Can't wait to do it again next year. Can't wait to do another challenge, another endeavor for you guys. And hope you guys will just stick around. I've still got a lot of stuff going on for the channel this year. year's halfway over, and I still got a lot of stuff planned. So thank y'all, and always remember, my little piglets, Colin Pork Chop loves y'all the most. So y'all take it easy, guys, and I'll see y'all next time.
Bye, guys.
Say bye, guys. And Chandler's coming around the corner, but he's not gonna make it. Oh, all right, really quick.
Come say bye. Come here. Come here.
Bro, you're killing me.
Come on.
The phone dies before you get up here. Not my fault.
Say bye, Chandler.
Say bye to Chandler. Cute little boy.